continue with the murder mysteries. Also, I might do that post later, but let's continue the murder mysteries. Opera epic list. Let's go. Alright. Should be. Just testing the audio. Alright, it should be lower. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to mess with anything. Alright. Oh, I teleported outside. I teleported outside. Or did I teleport inside the epic place? Wait. Can I claim anything now since I explored quite a bit? Still not enough. Me. Alright. Alright, let's go. AFE. Okay, hopefully it doesn't restart till the beginning. I mean, I'm fine with doing the clues again. Do we continue the... Oh, okay. We do still continue the clues. Alright. I don't remember where we left up already. It's only been a day. Boom. Nice. Let's see. Okay, wait, but... That's weird. I just realized there's nothing on top of it. Or, oh, never mind. So, how would it lift up there and then no one sees it? How would it... Where was it even attached to? That's weird. But yeah, where's the other clue? Did I miss the clues here? No, I already checked it. One, that's one, outside is two. Okay, there isn't any more place left though. Just here.
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in...
I can see that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I can make things disappear...
You need not worry about...
Okay, I already read that dialogue. Okay, but there isn't any more places left though.
Why would it be?
It's just here. Did I miss anything? Dear, I already talked to. Can we go backstage? No. Okay, here's the last one.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearance.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
That's weird though. Why would they need that?
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all
No
this.
need to be so formal. If you do have, it is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She is a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Lena's magic troupe. Okay, so she's not related to anything.
Checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Are we going to be known how she did it?
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation.
Huh. I just realized that she sounds a lot like Ame from Hololive.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Maybe a bit more British,
Fine by me.
but the tone is definitely similar.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Okay, so yeah, it does involve something like going down.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Wait, does that mean there's another box inside this one?
Exactly. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Aha, okay. But how did it sound like he was still in the other
So
one?
there was a passageway under the magic box.
Yeah, how did they still how did it travel all the way? Like in 1 second. That's pretty fast. And this patch has linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley?
Oh.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
Okay.
see.
That's pretty
so that's
fancy.
the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the tricks?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Yeah, that was only like slight seconds.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
Oh, okay, okay. So it was just an audio. Huh, that's clever. But that means it was there in the beginning? Huh. That would be the sound of the thumb, then the box going down. Then someone came here and then switch or not, just like take the girls out and replace it with Cowl.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
I don't think that's how that works.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Oh, okay. So the last one, the Tada one, the fake out was Lynette. How would that work? You can fool anyone like that. That's not realistic. I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off.
Oh, there, the vision. How did I not see that? Geo.
And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
No, someone's like went here and like
We have a look around.
interrupt them.
I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Lini gave this all on how the trick was supposed to work. Suppose, huh? That's pretty sus. Suppose. So it could, it could. There's a small possibility that they were lying. By using a box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lini himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interaction. On-stage magic box structure. The magic box on stage has an additional layer to its rear, in which Lynette and Lynn's clothes remain hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and let people to believe that Lini had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. Audience side's magic box structure. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has two layers. Embedded in it is an entrance to the underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. I mean, the loud noises, if it was there, if it was this thing, it would been pretty noticeable. It's just that they really distract the audience really well. They just don't care what it was. Let's see. Examine the tracks. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stands on its designated courses. And is it this low? I feel like it was way far away. Hook? Oh, okay. What is that? Is that a...
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lynn didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here? Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Drop hook rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of the lift rope. Its use is unclear. Examine board control. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. What? This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate. Why would it need a control if it's automatic? The ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. No.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Well, that's obvious.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for a trick.
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving? That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Okay, someone definitely went rough on here and just destroy everything. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on one side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seemed unlikely that it was knocked over with trolley meant to transport the magic box. Clothing? Weird.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lini didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Yeah, that is weird.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be be a detective anymore.
Okay, Paimon. You're in the young lady's clothes. Was this her clothes? I don't think she wears this. The clothes belong to Halsey. The lady went missing were found in tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Okay, this is getting even more sus now. Why would they leave just the clothes? This is getting more confusing. Examine storage boxes. All kinds of props and costume are haphazardly stuffed inside. Examine trolley. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Or they just did something while the track was moving. A vent? Oh no, someone vented.
What is this place?
Look, it's like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Oh no, there's an imposter.
Could this have been the
Da, da,
suspect's
da,
escape
da,
route?
da, da, da. Look at this in.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes. And Linus and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel fan. The tunnel fan looks like it could allow one person passage. Barely, but living along with the missing lady seems unrealistic prospect.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here. Yes, let's head back up.
This is definitely an odd one.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Yeah, but the other end is lit outside.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
Unless someone was lying.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence? That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The orators will do?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself. Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? What?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. Or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
How would
I'm
you
ready to break out
eat
at any
or
time.
do anything if you're stuck here for a day?
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course.
Yeah.
I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
I'm worried the audio might not pick up that well.
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks. Hmm? What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
What?
Huh?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with...
Okay. I'm gonna have a cooking montage? Probably not. But it would be weird if it
Wait,
does.
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
Okay, we're going to.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be Espina the Rosula thing. Navia methodically handles the ingredients and pull fresh macarons.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven.
Oh, wow.
It's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
How did it look that fancy?
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around,
That
Paimon
looks
thought you'd have
pretty
them
good
do more during the baking process.
It's making me hungry now. From the way you had these two guys carrying on stuff, I wonder you ever do more during baking process.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
But that's not quite what Paimon, man. But okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this? Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
But you kinda need an apron for that, or you'll probably ruin it.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. They're only 3? Well, eating too many sweet treats might send
What
all
do you
that
mean,
sugar to your
Paimon?
head.
Shut up.
You wouldn't
And
be
be
able to think
grateful for
clearly about the
once.
case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Weird.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course. but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
Apart from the twins, we were left with two other people, the missing girl and the deceased. Yeah,
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
that makes sense.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
Yeah, we don't have any lead to this third person at all.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
Yeah, one with like no suspect at all.
Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine if you eat them,
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
Oh, is it actually gone?
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you will.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly! We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Navi does the second round of picking over. However, discussion that follows did not yield
Well,
much
that's it for
progress.
snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved. Neither Cowell nor Hasley had motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Where's the note?